Hello everybody, I'm Piglet and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy Origins, Final Fantasy 1, part of the Year of Final Fantasy. I remember where the extra level 8 spells were, the ones exclusive to Lefenia. And I'm gonna go check out the black wizard magic first because you'll never ever see it. Flare! Blast flows with the light and heat. And I think it was called Nuke in Final Fantasy 1, which is very fitting. I want to buy some of these books, but I can't. Be very useful, those books and potions. But anyways, Life 2, known as Full Life, I think, in the original. Not the original. Maybe it was, yeah, maybe it was called Full Life in the original. Or is it just Dawn of Souls? I'm not 100% sure on that. But pretty much here to just get Life 2. From there on, did I buy Holy? Just want to make sure I bought Holy. Okay, I bought Holy. From here on, I gotta go to one more area. It's an area I mentioned before, and I'll see you there. Alright, so finally got into an encounter with the dinosaur area, or the dinosaur enemy of this place, from going to the area I want to go, from Lefenia. But anyways, it's the Allosaurus. It's pretty much a dinosaur, and that's pretty cool. Not much to say about them except they have a lot of health and hit hard. I don't know if they cast a spell like the dinosaurs from Final Fantasy 6. I think they casted Meteor. But yeah, tough enough, I guess. Alright, back where I wanted to be, which is where I wanted to show you. And if you remember, I think his name was, I actually forgot his name, okay. I was gonna say his name was Ron, or Rane, or something like that. But I totally forgot the kid's name. But he saw a robot.
Take this cube, defeat Tiamat, flying fortress.
So while it was hinted, the kid didn't mention a robot, and that's the robot. Holy shit, this place sucks. This place has a lot of encounters, and I'm not gonna risk it, so part 3. And gotten the fuck out of you. Luckily though, every time my white wizard uses magic, it's usually the first person to go. So that's good. There is a unique enemy here. I think we've seen him before, kind of. But it's a clay golem. You'll see him on the way out. And I'll show you where we are as soon as we get these items. Spellbinder! Ribbon! 13,450. 6,400 gil. 5,000 gil. Defender. Alright, so Defender, I know what it is. Everyone knows what Defender is, if you played Final Fantasy, that is. It's a sword with blink effect. But no, it's a really badass sword. I don't think my red mage can use it though. Oh, he can. Cool. I'm gonna give it to him anyway, so yeah. And I think Spellbinder is a staff, I believe, that casts Sleep, I think? Oh, Muddle. Okay, so if you want confused, there you go. So, I think there's 1 or 2 more ribbons left. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I am gonna give it to, of course, my casters. And that's about it. I assume I'll fight into the clay golem, but remember, the kid did mention a robot. He saw a robot. And you kinda... Same fight again, wow. You kinda do have to go here to begin with. Because you do need to... What's the word? You need that warp cube to advance in the game. Also, you get some nice stuff, so yeah. I went here pretty late, considering I thought this was the sunken shrine, but the sunken shrine was in fact, you know, inverse of where I wanted to go. Gotta love fighting more cockatrices, man. But luckily, I have Stona. Which isn't cheap, I assume. My whole party is like unorganized now. The hell? Ah, so here are the enemies. Clay Golem. Once I beat these guys, I'll see you at the Focus Tower. Or Tower Focus. Tower Focus? Focus Tower? Isn't that from Mystic Quest? Huh. Anyways, well, see you there. Alright, right here near, well, outside the border of the desert to get to the, it's not Focus Tower. I think it was Tower Mirage. But anyways, where I was to get the items was the Waterfall Cavern, which is where I mistook myself for thinking it was a sunken shrine, but yeah, which is right outside Gaia. So, if you want to get those items, which you do need to get the cube, you can go there. You can even go there before you go to the sunken shrine, get the Defender and some other nice items. A Desert Beretta. Kind of unique, I guess. I'm only leaving these here because, well, in a sense, it's kind of unique enemies you haven't seen yet. I'm surprised we hadn't run into the other enemies that... I mean, I'm glad I got to the dinosaur, but there are some other enemies we haven't seen. For example, we've seen the Ice Dragon. Or White Dragon, I think they're called here. And a Red Dragon. I don't know if I showed that off, though. No, I didn't. That's the one you fight inside the Mount Gug. Or Gog. But I didn't show off that fight off. It's kind of like the Ice White Dragon, rather. Keep on calling it Ice because it's, you know, white. Dry bones and whatnot, but it has that same sprite, except not decaying with bones. I don't know. I wish if I had the BC area I showed you, but I can't. Unfortunately, unlike, well, actually, Dawn of Souls, you had to go to the title menu to check. Okay, so you have to go to the title menu to check. So yeah, and this place is called the Mirage Tower. And it's Aztec as fuck. I don't remember this place at all. But new enemies, Nightmare. I mean, not Nightmare, Black Knight. And they are the strongest enemies in the game because they fuck up the party in part 2. Nah, I'm kidding. Shit. I don't think they're undead. So I should be fine anyways. I mean, nothing gets too hectic here. I didn't mention it, but in the last part I did get the items called Giant's Gloves. I mean, I did list them, but I just didn't talk about it. And those are the gloves that give you Saber. The Saber was a spell that only a Black Wizard could use on itself. But if the person who is using the gloves, they can cast Saber on themselves. So, in a sense, they can give themselves 12 attack, 10 accuracy. So, and that's pretty cool. And Defender, Sprite, pretty badass. I'm used to it being, you know, it being yellow, oranges. I'm used to it being yellow, but yeah. That's quite a lot of bit of gil though. A green Defender blade, I don't know, I'm not used to that. Guardians. I don't know how much health they have, so I'm gonna punch the fuck out of them. Well, that's nothing to worry about. Although, maybe it could be randomized damage like Lucas Wonder Shot. No, it's just 1 damage per. I can't tell their titties are eyes or their eyes are titties. Nah, no, if you look at their chest area, they're like big ass bulges and shit. Alright, so check this out. I decided to equip my Grandmaster with stuff now because I do lose 3 evasion, but honestly, I get a little bit more defense out of it, which is worth it. If I did give him the diamond armlet, which I probably should, assuming my White Mage rarely gets hit, he'd have like around 43 well, the same defense as my White Wizard does, so yeah. Vampires, alright, they're back. Easy as ever. So not really a new enemy, but worth showing because the Lich's Underling is now a regular enemy. I don't know if I hinted that. I think I remember saying like, well, you'll be seeing him again, or something like that. Oh, this is a whole loop-de-loop? What the hell? Neat, I gotta level up. So this is a whole, yep, I am backtracking. This is backtracking. Ah, unique enemy. I was gonna skip to the next floor, but unique enemy. A Chimera, and it easily died as well. And some shit experience in Gil. I honestly am not a fan of this track. It's the Cave Marsh track, and I don't know, just I'm not a fan of it at all. More Guardians, alright. Easily disposable with, you know, punching the fuck out of it, slashing the fuck out of it, and then casting Gauntlets, which is Bolt 2. And apparently their lasers can paralyze you. They don't seem so tough, but they seem annoying. They're kind of like the zombies. They paralyze you too, but they don't do that much damage. In fact, I think the zombies do more damage than these guys. And when I say the zombies, I mean the ghoul, the wraith, the zombie, you know, all them undead, humanoid-looking motherfuckers. I gotta say, all these use items are very, very handy. Namely the gauntlets and mage's staff. Considering it makes my white wizard useful with damage now, not with just deal anymore. I don't know, I just find it handy. So the chimeras, like most chimeras in most Final Fantasy games, can cast area of effect elemental damage, aka blaze or thunder breath or ice breath. I'm assuming about the thunder breath and ice breath because they just casted, well, blaze on me, and there's 3 of them, so there you go, see, perfect example. It's randomized damage though. The last blaze I took did a lot more damage than this blaze. Or maybe it's stabilized fire 1 damage. I don't know. See, there you go, my fighter. Or rather, my warrior took 78 damage, which is actually quite a bit. So as much as I want to use blaze, even a bolt, well, blizzard 3, I can't. I think they'll absorb it or be resistant to it. Should be fine though. They all casted blaze. I don't think they do it again. Yeah. Every time I see the chimera, I feel like, you know, they have like sock puppets. It's like, come on guys, you're supposed to be a ferocious lying manticore. Well, actually manticore is another enemy. Ferocious lying snake and bird trio. Or I guess griffin. He has snake hands, griffin wings, lion head. That is kind of ferocious in its own way. I think the chimeras are Chinese or Greek myth. Not 100% sure on that. But they did do a lot of damage with just their AoE attacks. I wish I could remember this place. Man, the vampires are no joke when they come in fours. They just hit really hard. I gotta let my Man, the battles here are so frequent. Way more frequent than the waterfall cavern. Okay, these all have to be traps. Or maybe not. Then again, I do remember this place having a lot of items because it is the very near end of the game. If that's a spoiler somehow, but yeah. I gotta fight more of these enemies. As much as I want more levels, I don't know, every time I'm in a dungeon, I'm like, I want to fight the weakest enemies possible so I don't have to heal or anything. But I think that's fair. Honestly, so far I'm loving this experience of the original Final Fantasy, well rather point system, or day, spell by day system. Thor's Hammer, 12,350, 79, 13, 8135, Dragon Mail, ooh, Sunblade, 10,000, 76,000, Battle! With a lot of enemies, Sabertooth and Were-Tigers. They should be really quick though, since they got, well, black magic and whatnot. Honestly, I should have healed though. But I think I could wipe them out with the AoE attacks. And that's how Bolt 3 looks like. And it doesn't do that much damage compared to the gauntlets, which is weird. I think the gauntlets are actually set amount Whereas my red mage has a set amount due to his, I don't know, intelligence stat. Gotta say, the red mages are rather useless at the end of the game. But then again, his whole purpose was to buff. If I had brought the ninja, or rather the thief, it would have been a lot more OP. Same goes with the black wizard. He would have still been useless, but useful at the same time. Because I honestly would have been using Saber with my black mage, not every fight, but every boss fight maybe. After he buffed everyone else, that is. Which is rare. Now's a good time for me to actually go out and use a cottage, even though I got a lot of items. But Sunblade. I didn't check how much damage. That's a nice damage increase, it actually is much better than the Defender. What else did I get? Totally forgot. Oh yeah, Dragon Armor. Dragon Mail, an armor made with dragon skills. I don't know if this is the one, but there's an armor that gives you elemental resistance to a lot of things. So Thor's hammer has Bolt 2 inside it as well. So that's actually pretty cute. And I should definitely heal up. Gonna use all my cure ones. I should be fine, at least for one more battle. Alright, let's go this way, and I assume that's where I'm gonna meet the robot. Oh hey, a blue dragon. That's an interesting color palette. Kinda cute, in a way. So, yeah, I can just press up from the item menu, and you just use Thor's hammer. It's no different. Oh man, he's this might hurt. That looks very painful. Ouch! Holy shit, that fucked up Fenrir. He's gonna punch you so hard. Yeesh. Now is a good time for me to go outside, heal up without using any spells, like more than usual. But I don't wanna. Yeah, I should be fine with using Cure 2s. But if it gets a little bit more heavy on my party, then I'll do it. I mean, I got Teleport, or Warp 2 rather. And that will be my trump card. To get the fuck out at least. Trying to let Raijin get to the lowest health possible. That way when I use Cure 4 on him, that'll be more useful. Zodiac can now cast one level 7 spell now, so that's cool. I can show off Ice 3 or No Death, which is called No Magic here. And Asura can now use 2 level 8 spells, which is actually even better. At 95 health, I think I could squeeze out a little bit more out of Raijin. Anyways, I'm only gonna show off this fight just to show off Thor's hammer. I don't think you'll be able to. I don't think you'll ever see my white wizard auto ever again. Now that I can use gauntlets. Oh, and you attack twice. Neat. But yeah, Thor's hammer literally looks like a fucking hammer. Honestly, there's a name for those type of hammers. I think it's a battle hammer. You know, the type of hammers with the actual looking hammer esque feature, but with like a spike on the other side of its flat, blunt side. But yeah.
One of us flew to the west, taking the Warp Cube with him.
And I already found him. So in case you didn't meet that robot in the cave, you would go here. Alright, floor 3. Now it's time for me to use Cure 4. I was thinking of using... fuck it, I'll use it. Not gonna lie with you guys. I am going to use Warp and use Cottage as soon as I get to the top floor. That way I can be fully healed and I know where to go and avoid a lot of fights. This is where you use the Warp Cube, I assume.
Warp to the Flying Fortress with the Warp Cube.
Well, that was really easy. I guess this place only has 3 floors. But it's still considered one whole dungeon. But here I am at the Flying Fortress. I'm still gonna warp out so I can heal up. I mean, I know where to go now. obviously, but that loop-de-loop that I did kind of did kill some of my points. Let's explore down here then. I think this place looks like Spirit Naga. All right, more Naga. You're totally dead now. You have quite a bit of health though. Not many people can survive not only Zodiac and Reg's attack, but well, actually, not many people do survive that, or not many monsters. All right, that has to be a scripted battle right there, or a tile battle. All right, I'm good with health. You know what? Let's make sure you have at least 400 health for this. You never know. It could get like he could get all the focus. Oh wow! All right, and all that for a Venom Blade. Let me guess, it casts poison. Oh, it has a poison effect. Unfortunately, you can't use it. It's rather weak as well. Oh, you can use it, but it's really weak. Not worth it at all. Unless, I guess, I'm not so sure about that. Usually status elements aren't that effective. Not as effective on bosses is what I'm trying to say. Usually most RPGs are like, status elements never work on bosses because it would be too OP. But there are some RPGs, like a rare few of them, where they actually do work. Some Shin Megami Tensei games. Oh, an Ewale, wow. And Etrian Odyssey, I think, has... The bosses are not, you know, highly resistant or immune to status effects. At least that's from what I know. I mean, I know you can wreck some shit up if you just abuse it, because you can. I mean, it's amazing. So I got a healing helm and a protect ring, but I'm already with protect rings. I actually bought 4, so yeah. But I got a nice little item. Oh, the healing helmet, that's right. Helmet with heal effect. I think it's just heal. Yeah. I don't know if it's any good though. I definitely wouldn't swap the ribbon for it. Well, there's no purpose to that. I mean, there is, but assuming you skip the diamond helmet. I don't know why you would want to switch it for, you know, the helmet regardless, unless you want quicker access to using the heal spell from the healing helmet. Earth Medusas. I gotta say, how the hell would a healing helmet look like? I'm gonna go with Muddle. Assuming the Spellbinder staff will be helpful. What happens when a Medusa looks at a Medusa? Damn, 6 hits. Alright, the Spellbinding staff is actually pretty useful if it's gonna be like this effective. In fact, I should have been buying Muddle. Or I should have bought Muddle so you could use it more. I'm assuming the top is gonna be where the main baddie is at. A Spirit Naga and Eros. Let's try that again, see if it's any useful. Come on, before the Naga attacks! Oh, you're pretty much dead. Oh wow, you survived. You have a lot of health. Fucking butterflies, man! I gotta look all the way around, because I'm so fascinated by butterflies. I always liked how Muddle looked like or Confused, or Confu, or Kunfu in some other games in the Final Fantasy due to limitations of the text. I always liked how it looked. Every time you would cast that, and not every Final Fantasy has the same effect. Like it looks like for us right now, or Final Fantasy 1, it's butterflies. But for Final Fantasy 7, I think it'd be chocobos, like flapping around. And I think Final Fantasy 4 was like stars, I think. 6, I never really used it in 6, to be honest. But I always liked the effects they made. It was just, I don't know, just like nice. Man, these Black Knights didn't stand a chance against the Warrior of Light. So another level up. I'm hoping I got another point for level 8. No, I didn't. Oh well, move on. Bitch, bitch, moan, whine. 7,900. 4,150. Oh, a Doom Knight. Alright. Let's kill you last so I can see what you do. I mean, a la Spellbinder, that is. Okay, so much for not killing you last. Whatever. I assume they cast Death, cause Doom. I'm only assuming. There are Final Fantasy pros who remember like what every enemy does. So, I'm not one of them. I can only make assumptions. 9900 guild, and I can't hold any more of this item. It must be a potion then. Because that's the only thing I'm maxed out of. Yep, potion. Alright, well I'm gonna warp out. Well, you know what? I do have some MP left. I think I'm fine with what I have right now, but I really want to just warp out so I can use a cottage. I don't know, I've always liked fighting bosses at... I've always liked fighting bosses at full health and full mana. Or in this case, full points or magic points. So, I don't like where I'm at right now. I mean, there's another floor, but it's enough for me to keep on trekking. I should be fine for at least one more floor. Normally I come back and grab the items, but I'm doing fine right now, so there's that. I assume this is a final room too. I don't know, I just have a hunch. But it could be a third floor. So cottage and Mithril. Even the game wants me to go rest. But there have been moments, and even in my Let's Plays, where I've run across a boss with like... Oh, Dark Flat. Alright, well, fuck it. But yeah, there have been moments where I've run across a boss, and I'm like, I have no... I think they're weak against the light. Let's find out. I'm low on mana, low on health, and those make for intense boss fights. I guess they're not. And I don't know, I mean, I have mixed feelings. I love intense boss fights, but most of that boss fight, I'm healing up. Best example is when I fight Celsius from Tales of Eternia. Like, I came in there with like low TP and low HP, and it was... I don't know, I mean, if you look at it in my playlist, I mean, you can find it in my playlist, just go... That was my last... Fuck. Well, at least I'm hoping Bolt 3 will be enough. In fact, everyone should be casting something. So you do gauntlets, you do Bolt 3, you do Major Staff, and you use your hammer. If you go to my playlist in my channel, in Tales of Eternia, look for a thumbnail with Celsius. She's a girl with blue skin and blue hair in a snowy mountain. I'm gonna describe you the thumbnail. I don't know what the title is off the top of my head, but that is the boss fight where I just start the boss fight with like low HP and TP, and I'm like struggling just to get out of there. But yeah, I don't like fighting the gooses. They take too long. They take too many points. And here I am so protective of the points I use for magic, just to, you know, progress. But since I'm grabbing items, Again, it does save me time on what I need to do. Alright, so every boss, with the exception of the Kraken, has been on the bottom left. I assume that's where Tiamat is. Anywho, here's hoping that is where Tiamat is. Oh boy. Ah well, there's a crystal here. Oh, that's... Wow, as soon as I was about to grab it, that's... Oh wow. Well, I found adamantite. Neat. More reason for me to go outside, rest up, and grab a new blade. In fact, I honestly believe that's the strongest blade in the game is forged from adamantite. I'm not sure what's forged, but I'm pretty sure it's Excalibur. It has to be, I mean, it's kind of a trope here. Ooh, white robe and black robe. These, I know what these items are. Robe with Invis 2, and I don't think you can wear it. Yep, gotta go to the items for that. Ice 2, okay. I thought the black robe would be, haste, but never mind. So yeah, white robe, very useful. Very useful. Invis 2, come on, that's 40 or 80, I believe. And I think it's a whole party? So, you know, you can't be too sure. Based on this platform on the left, and how narrow it is to get there, assume we're gonna meet Tiamat there. But only 2 more items to grab. Honestly, which format do you prefer? I kinda like, me personally as an editor, I kinda like just grabbing the items and just listing them there on the black bars at the side. Of course, I won't be able to do that in the future. Ooh, another ribbon. But I know some people wouldn't mind me watching going through the dungeon, grabbing the other items. And that's because they might play the game that I'm playing right now in the future, so if they do replay it, they'll have some faint memory on where to go. At least that's how it's always been for me, but that's rare. I say it's rare because I tend to only watch people play games that I would never play to begin with. You know, to save time and effort, I guess. Alright, so I think I got everything on this floor. And I've also devised a strategy that will take forever, but it'll work if you're down for it, to heal up to the maximum. Essentially, the plan is to cast Muddle just Muddle. And then just use the healing helmet and healing staff, or whatever you got. Potions, I guess, if you want, but that'd be kind of redundant. And just heal yourself up. I mean, they're gonna be killing themselves slowly, and well, you'll be healing up. I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but if you ever got into that desperate situation, that is the solution, or a solution. Alright, Flying Fortress 3. There is more to this place. I'm gonna go touch that orb. I'm hoping he's gonna heal me. Why would anything ever want to heal me in this place? And a new enemy, a soldier. I am low on health. But so is he, because my Grandmaster Fenrir punches the fuck out of everything.
You can look out upon the entire world from this window.
All I see is clouds, mate. Alright, so the soldiers hit pretty fucking hard. So, the window looks out upon the entire world. The 4 elemental forces are pouring into one location. It is the Temple of Chaos, at the center of the 4 altars. Makes me wonder if the Temple of Chaos was ever the Temple of Chaos. At any point is what I'm trying to get at. There might be more useful items here, but I don't know. I just want to fight Tiamat. Honestly, I don't really want to just fight him. I just want to go back and heal. A Sasuke? The hell's a Sasuke? Well, I know it's a weapon, but... The dagger, though. A light ninja blade. Is it useful, though? If my red wizard can't use it, it can't be useful. No one can use it. We'll never know. It's tech. Unless you look it up on a guide or something. Oh boy, I am feeling the hurt now. Alright, soon this is the final floor. So I'm gonna explore this floor real quick. Oh, new enemies, Manticore. And I was just talking about Manticores. Yeah, Manticores are like tigers, scorpion, and a bat. Although the tiger thing I'm not so sure of. So let's play it safe with Spellbinder. AKA Muddle. AKA Confuse. AKA Turn him around. Well, at least it's not 1,000 needles. Honestly, 1,000 needles in this game would just be overkill. Alright, well that was actually kind of useful. I mean, it could have attacked us again. So, yeah, kind of useful. Alright, this battle wasn't so annoying, but it did have Poison Needle. But then again, I have 30 antidotes, so... Fuck you guys! Please be more items. Or a healing room. Definitely a healing room. Well, I love a healing room. And I've explained this before, but... if you're wondering why I'm walking... Again, I honestly believe walking gives you less battle encounter rates. All I have enough is for... yeah, it's just my warp. I mean, I have the potions, that'll work too. Oh, well, there you go, potion. Who needs it most, guys? Who's thirsty? A red wizard is thirsty as fuck! Another protect ring and 9,000 gil. Granted, I'm pretty sure if I warp, it'll be back to the 3rd floor of the, Tower of Mirage, or Mirage Tower. Well, at least I got a level up, so that's cool. Just a little bit more to explore. Because I do assume the 4th floor is the final floor. Because this would be a total of 7 floors, which is a lot more than any other dungeon to begin with. And you think that would be reserved for the final dungeon, but I guess not. This is the pre-final dungeon though. And again, I did say that this boss, maybe 2 or 3 parts ago, I personally found to be the toughest of the 4, which makes sense considering it is the final Fiend. So protect cloak, some other shit, aka Gil, and a shirt. Wonder what the protect cloak does. It's a huge armor apparently. Why would they give me such crappy shit? I'm about to say, like, this better be, like, exclusive to my Red Wizard and Thief. The Thief can wear shields just like the Red Mage. So yeah, I'm just like, this shield better be for my Red Wizard, or I've been ever so pissed. Like, why would the game give me crappy items? I understand the gag item, like potion or shirt, but come on. I don't know what these are. Let's find out. Login in Tiamat, processing data. I guess these are the servers that are trying to log in Tiamat to his Facebook account. I really don't know how long we can last though. Everyone is either at half their health or under. Maybe Fenrir is a little bit over half. Yeah, no, everyone's hurting really bad. Alright, this must be tips on how to defeat him, I guess. No, it's just a waste of time. Yeah, no, I'm done. Everyone's at or under 20% of their health. Especially Raijin. Holy shit, man. That is like at 5% health. Okay, maybe about 12%. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. I assume that floor I went to, the 4th floor, is the final floor. And there's no items, but if there is, you'll be seeing the items right here on the side right now. And if there isn't, well, there isn't. I'm getting the fuck out of here, getting to heal up. But I'll see you at Mount Duragar, where I go forge Adamantite. Then we're gonna go fuck up Tiamat. So Warp actually warped me out outside the tower, so I lucked out. But here we are at Mount Duragar, and let's go speak to Smith, the Smith. Why? This is Adamantite! Where did you? This is marvelous! I shall forge your sword! There! Why, it is the most magnificent sword that I've ever forged! Working with Adamantite has been a dream to me. This beauty is all yours! Not once did he ever use his heat or tongs or whatever to cool down the sword. He just fucking smacked that shit into his blade, hilt and all. But anyways, Excalibur, sword of phenomenal strength, the strongest sword in the game, I believe. And I don't think, right? Actually, no. I guess not. I'm like, I actually think the red mage can use it. Nope, guess not. Nope. The game says no. The game says no. But I can't use the Sunblade, so that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, I got everything I need. So I'll see you back at the very top of the tower. Alright, the Flying Fortress, 4th floor. This place has huge encounter rates. There are no items here. It's a maze. It's a Pac-Man maze. But I remember how to get there, because I found the path and I just backtracked so I can get there. I remember when I was playing Dawn of Souls, I would just zigzag. And thanks to the MP, the zigzag method was actually useful. This should be the way. Ah, yeah, sweet. So this should be the final floor. I mean, I can only assume it's the final floor because of how narrow it is. But yeah. Well, here's an interesting mix-up. I'm only showing it off because, well, it's an interesting mix-up. Mind Flayers and a Clay Golem. Honestly, fuck the Clay Golem. You know what, let's show off Ice 3. I've never shown off Ice 3 before. In fact, this might be the only time I ever use Ice 3. I remember using it a lot with my Black Mage. And these guys are totally resilient to Bolt. Uh-oh. Alright. Hope you guys brought a fucking coat because it's gonna get chilly in here. And that did the trick. And Excalibur is awesome as ever. As you can tell though, through the battle, I needed to heal up. Which is what I'm gonna do with my knight. Considering, I don't know, he's just a healing dub at this point. But he only brought enough points to heal himself, the greedy bastard. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be using Fire 1 and Sleep 1. Better conserve these points. Alright, should be good with this. Gonna memo. Wow, I used the Cure 2 for 1 HP. Alright, let's do this, Tiamat!
Humans, you have defeated all but one Fiend. Tiamat of Wind. You're not against here, however. The sky shall be your tomb.
Ah, Tiamat. You're such a bitch. He hits hard, and he has nice spells. That's pretty much it. So let's speed this guy up. You punch the fuck out of him. And just in case, null all. You know what? Holy. Well, actually, you're gonna get a haste, so might as well use Giant's Gloves. And I could use the White Robe. Instead of Shield 2, that is. So Fenrir's set. All that needs is Raijin to be set. Not bad though. So you do the same thing we did. And yeah, you punch the fuck out of him. Let's use Holy. I think that's the emulator that fucked up with the effect, but yeah, I don't think it was supposed to look like that at all with the box. Whoops. Better not use that again. Not only that, but it was a kind of shit damage to begin with. I mean, compared to my physical attackers here. Alright, they're gonna start hitting hard now. Considering that fucking Giant's Glove is essentially like 2 or 3 tempers. And haste yourself, you punch the fuck out of him. You heal us up. This is a lot easier than the Dawn of Souls version. Holy shit. What the fuck? Wow. Damn, these items just destroy. Can't believe I thought you were the hardest. Well, that's Tiamat. Only thing left to do is go back to Crescent Lake. And if you forgot why I'm at Crescent Lake, then you should go rewatch part 4 or 5. Okay, maybe I forgot the part exactly, but I remember what we have to do. And I didn't want to enter, but kinda did. Honestly, you don't have to come here unless you already know what you're doing. The sages did say, come back once you get all 4 crystals. They don't do really anything, but they do tell you what to do next. We, the 12 sages, came to this land guided by the stars and prophecies. I am Luke and a prophet. Now legend and prophecy shall come to pass, and we shall bear witness to it. Our path is set. 400 years ago, the wind howled. 200 years ago, the water raged. And earth and fire. The forces must be turned to the right direction. Bring the light of the 4 crystals to us. Light warriors, only you can do this. The same 2,000 years in history keep repeating. Like the chicken and the egg. The time loop must be broken. I see the time flow before my eyes. The other one who flew back 2,000 years in time destroyed the world dead. And 2,000 years later, he again returns to the past and repeats his evil deeds. Someone flew to 2,000 years ago and sent the 4 elemental fiends to this world. 2,000 years later, he again returns to the past and repeats his evil deeds. Someone flew to 2,000 years ago and sent the 4 elemental fiends to this world. 2,000 years later, he again returns to the past and repeats his evil deeds. Someone flew to 2,000 years ago and sent the 4 elemental fiends to this world. all the destruction occurring now began there. The time no longer flows in a single strand and has turned into a never-ending loop. We must destroy the foe in the past to break this loop. The world in which you came from is the true state of this world. You merely lost your memories of it. But the meddling with time brought disturbance to this world in this era. At last! The four lights returned! The restored light turns into the Force, allowing one to travel across time. The foe has gone to the past, 2,000 years ago. The four forces are pouring into the Temple of Chaos at the center. Now the four forces are restored. Go to the temple and banish the true evil for good. And yeah, they pretty much say go to the Temple of Chaos and what's going on with this world. So we're actually time travelers in a sense. And honestly, I'll speak more about this later, but I thought it was pretty awesome to begin with. All that's left for me to do is really just to go to the Chaos Shrine again. Alright. With that said, thank you for joining me on this part of Let's Play Final Fantasy Origins Final Fantasy 1 with me, Opaque Flake. With all that shit said and done, for the whole grinding and the items, because I got all the items and that's great. See you in the next part, which should be the finale. Okay, thanks, bye.